Hi, welcome. I'm Priscilla Batzell. This is Expressionist Fluid Art Studio Gallery's demonstrations and tutorials. Let's have some fun. Hello, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. I'm glad you're here. I've got my tweezers handy. I've got my OXO omelet turning spatula handy. And I've got some bright pink that I mixed up with some folk art neon pink and some unicorn spit and magenta. And I've got a black pre-primed dry 16 by 20 inch canvas, and I intend on finding out what happens to a sky when I combine the colors that I want right over the top and see what happens. I'm going to use whatever residual is on my spatula to begin with. I'm not going to mind that there's a bunch of color from the bottom up above. That's part of my plan. When I see stuff like that, it's got to go. My tweezers are sharp and I love them, and they are on the Amazon link underneath the link tree. It's under Show More. I can almost turn my turntable and knock that off on that side. I want enough paint to go up over the top. And I wasn't sure how this would cover the black because a lot of it's very sheer. And I really meant to go, I just realized I meant to go in a completely horizontal as opposed to vertical plan, so that'll be another painting, I guess. Now my real plan is to swipe down below. But I want to get most of my sky ready now. And hopefully I have a swipe card handy, and I bet I do. Yep, I got a nice big one and a smaller one. Now I definitely need to make sure that some paint is covering all of the black canvas, because this is not something I want to show through. At least not in a straight line, maybe in a... And there are more things hiding in my paint. I really want some Prussian blue at the bottom here. And I think I'm going to find a little bit of Venetian blue that's had iridescent pearl fine, or Anita's added to it. And where am I looking for that? Well, you know what? I guess I'm just going to give myself something else entirely until I see that. Oh yeah, there it is. I put my crib sheet down on top of it, and it's plugged. Of course it is. That's probably more than I need, but at this point it's fine. I'll just use it all the way across. Give it a bit of a scrape down. Oh, I got a whole entire edge that needs to be covered. Fortunately, I have paint all over my spatula. Convenient. So I like mixing the colors in the sky, of course. I would think anybody would. You got to be a little careful about what goes on your edge and bringing it back up into the sky. You got to get rid of that hard line, or at least I think you do. I like it better when I do. I want some more pink in there, and I'm either going to steal it from the top. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I love the blade of the spatula. It just picks up colors perfectly. Now that's kind of a hard line, so that's got to go. I should someday just sweep around, but we're waiting for the Floetrol to level this out later. And I kind of get rid of some of the paint on my spatula because that's what's making the extra hard lines. It's time to get busy on the bottom, which should really be kind of shorter than I was envisioning originally, because I wanted a 3/4, 1/4 ratio. There's my sky. I'm going to throw my spatula in the bucket. I'm going to grab my Floetrol dish and my little 4-ounce container I'm keeping of Floetrol that I'm going to stir up before I use it, although it's looking pretty good. I think I will stir that just the same. Put a scoop of that right in there. If I need more, I'll pour it out. So, here goes nothing. What else? What else? I wanted some red, like from the sky in there. Whoops, that's Floetrol. That is a Decor Americana berry. And maybe I will just start with that area so that I can dissipate that. I've got some Decor Americana copper too. I don't think it matters that much to me, right where anything goes right now, because I'm going to be pulling it and pushing it around. I want some more purple. And I'm being called to, can I get it out? The green from Folk Art has disappeared. There it is. Got it. There is probably too much paint here. I am just getting used to this method, and I will be knocking it off into my little dish. I'm going to start with a card with a flat side. Dip it all the way along in the Floetrol. I'm going to start at the bottom this time. Dip my paint, dip my card in the paint. Get some more paint from up above. I'm even going to use my sky colors in the bottom. I wanted some white in there this time. And I really want some more pink, mostly because it's a reflection of the sky colors. That's not I was going to say that's not bothering me, but it is. So let's grab another spatula. And diffuse it. This is maybe more paint in the sky area than I'm used to. And knock that off. Wipe it down and leave it ready to go. Come back and do some more Floetrol swiping. I just want to make my blocky rocks or ledges or whatever they are spectacular. I also want to remember to wipe this paint off on the edge. And I think this time I'm contemplating adding some trees in a really super simple stylized form. And I don't mind how that worked with the black behind. This is the only thing that's bothering me so far. So I am back to swiping with a Floetrol. I want a little more black or dark blue in there, and I think the black is going to be the ticket. It's not very black. I think it's as neat as a metallic, really. Okay, I'm glad I saved my spatula out and that the painting's not overly dry. Because fingerprints in a fairly heavy layer of paint don't usually pan out as far as fixing a problem for me. So far so good though. We're doing okay. More Floetrol. Kind of want some either more copper or more gold in it. I realize I don't actually have any gold, so I'm going to use that Decor Americana 24 karat gold that I have already added some orange to. So far, so good. Put some other shapes in there. Knock my card off. I can even press it in to places that look like they need some more paint. And since there's Floetrol in there, obviously, it's not going to be that much of a problem. Kind of want a smaller card. I think I'm going to do that. Oops, wrong side. I want some black too. I want some real black. Get much gold. I wonder where that is. There we go. And it's open. Scoop up all the paint on my card. My other card. And use it just like I would take it off an edge catcher. I kind of feel like putting a little pink in there, but I don't think it's that important, so I'm going to not push my envelope much further than I've already gone. Though I think I am going to give myself a little tiny bit of Prussian blue. Different size cards will obviously make different size areas. And adding paint to the canvas isn't the only option. You can also add it to your card. So what was I going to do to make my trees? I don't know. It's not very hilly. I'm really tempted to add a little bit of my green to the edge of that card. Let's see what it would look like. Back there. There's a distant field or something. So if I wipe this card off, then I can dip it in some black, which is basically my idea. You see I have a little bit of canvas showing through. I could always give this sky another coating tomorrow, and that would be fine. So I'm going to take a little black paint. I'm going to take my card. Just keep dipping it. And if it doesn't work, I'll find something else like a spatula, which I may use at this point anyway. Put a little more paint on there. Grab a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. I'm just tapping in some very abstract trees, which is working out even better than I was expecting, to tell you the truth. And I kind of like all of those. And they do look like trees. Yay! Very cool. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very tempted to put another couple blocky pieces of stone over here. Or wherever. Just to change up what I've got a little bit. Not that it needs much. But I've got all that wonderful gold that didn't get much affected by a swipe card. There, that's pretty sharp. I'm liking that a lot. Guys, I am super stoked about this. This is very cool. And even upside down I can tell I need a couple more trunks. Although that might have been a bad idea in there. But you know what? It's still okay. Trees on the top of the cliff, okay with me. And if I want, I can always dip my skewer and add some fatter trunks in the foreground, which will give the impression of dimension. Which is pretty cool. Could probably also add a few more lumps of paint to give more dimension to the trees too. Which do not, by the way, have to be green because they're in silhouette. It might be a little more than I want here. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint. I'm going to grab a little bit of this or that to stuff in any of my spaces, but I don't think any black canvas showing through is going to be a problem anyway, to tell you the truth. Under the link tree under the video will show you Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter winks, Twitter links, and my website, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff, including my Amazon link, where if you shop there, it helps me out a little bit and it's no added cost to you. So I love you guys. I hope you take care of each other and take care of yourselves. Please give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. I will be doing more of these, and if I can get on my ladder quick enough, I will show you guys what the bottom of this looks like, because it is stunning. And so I definitely love the Floetrol swipes. I'll be touching up my edges for a minute. Hi, this is Priscilla. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you'd like to be super helpful, please join the membership. My art is for sale. I'm here to help. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I have 2 books on paint pouring. They're found in the Amazon link, and the Amazon link is found on the link tree in the description underneath the video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come again. Bye for now. Priscilla out.